Well, it helps to unmute your mic, before you start talking. But we are live from USA International Speedway, week 2 of Vector Sim Racing, the truck series. Where last week, we'll throw this little thing up there, we saw Morgan Cook take it to victory lane. So he's locked in as long as he races the rest of the season. Let's go back here. I'm going to try to get you a quick run through the field. Really fast pace laps being a short track where tempers are sure to be flaring. Putting up on pole is Sean Langton. You see the 25 of Larry Dickerson starting outside of him. The 77, Garrett Helmlinger, starting third. The 1 of Ross Phillips starting the outside of Garrett Helmlinger. Starting 5th is last week's winner, Morgan Cook. To his outside is the guy that dominated last week at Daytona, and that's Dylan Bryant. Back here, the 43, it's still not showing right. So that's actually the 96 yet again. I thought maybe it'd get fixed, but it's not working. But that's the 96 of Josh McKinney. Also had the 15 to his outside. We saw him have a good week. An 8th, and the 9th and 10th you have Jamie. But here we go. We're already going to be rolling. And they're going. Gonna try to mix in these. Braking. Everybody's going to have different braking zones tonight. 150 laps around this short sucker. You see Sean gets a early lead and jumps out front. Another thing to take into account is only 2 sets of tires tonight and 1 fast repair. So short track racing, rubbing is racing. There's a good chance, especially with how these entries are. I actually want to ride with the 7 here. We'll click on the 7. We're going to do, if I can pick the right thing, a little cockpit here. See, nice and smooth on exit. He's going to run up against this wall where that entry is. Diving on down here in 3. See what the 25 sees. Oh, he's getting left. Let's go check back here on that 1 of Ross Phillips. Little spotter view. Click most exciting. It just goes back up here to the leader. So leader's gonna come by. Go on back here. Look at Morgan Cook's already stuck where he's at. So he started 5th. He's still sitting 5th. Behind him, right now, the big mover, the 96 of Josh McKinney. Also, I think the 1 just lost a position to the 18, Dylan Bryant. Oh, there's already a caution. Didn't even see where it was. I think it's actually the 96. He's back here spun around. Let's go back and see what happened. I ain't even got to tell you. Looks like he just got loose on entry. I don't think he was anticipating how much brake Morgan was going to put in there, and the 51 in front of him. Light tap to the front. I think he'll be fine. See around here. Yeah, he's got a pretty good bump, but this is a short track. There's no high speed or drafting involved, so I think he'll be fine with where he's at. He'll come around. I wouldn't even take tires. You only get 2 for 150. You're just gonna see him pace here. A little spectator view here. Say go around and start pacing. Everybody's worried about tire fall off. So tire management is the biggest move for most of these guys in this race. 14 active drivers, a little bit smaller than I think we was thinking we was going to see. I kind of want to get a different map. Pull that up here for you so I can see where everybody is. Makes it a little easier on myself and for y'all if I know what I'm actually looking at. Let's pull that sucker up. There it is. One caution, 3 laps. Oh, I'm actually looking kind of forward to seeing how long these pace laps are with it being a short track. And I also have no clue who the most dominant car will be. Or I guess these are trucks. The most dominant truck is. It looks like Dylan Bryan and Larry Dickerson again, just another week, and they've found some speed. They're up there in second and third. We saw them work really well together last week at Daytona, which is on the polar opposite end of how we're racing tonight. I'm not really sure. Is pace car lights are still on, so we at least have one more lap. And the restart zones as well. I don't think there's a restart zone painted on here, so I think they wait for green. Looks like they're going to start stacking up 2 by 2. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be 1 to green. Seven, 25, 18 in the 1. Sean, Larry, Dylan, and Ross all up there fighting. 11 laps on these tires. 5 of it pacing so far. In the spotter view. Goes back to the 18 here. Dive it on in there. See the 3, Brian Edwards, running another Dale Sr. scheme. He's going to take 6th away pretty easy from the 77 Garrett Helmlinger. And he's already putting some pressure on the 51. Looks like he's going to let him have that little bit of room there. Looks like it's going to show the 77 now with the 15 starting to put pressure on him. Little GNC. So I think Thad Miller might be a little bit of a workout artist. '78, Randy Schweitzer. He's going to have something to say about that spot too, and he's going to try to take 9th away, and he does pretty easy. Let's go check on our leader. Yeah, he's pretty much checking out here. He's already pulled. See, that's what I mean. They hit that wall on entry. I don't see it doing any damage there. Looks pretty clean, but you heard it. It's not just me. I actually think Dylan's maintaining about right. Fastest lap of the race is still set by Sean Langton. He ran a 22.18. No one else has even got close to that. And he's still the fastest on track by about 10th. But he's really running them tires in there, letting it eat. Let's go look. Let's go watch some more interesting stuff. See the 96. Already he's made his way back up there since his little debacle. He's putting pressure on the 78. Josh McKinney. So earlier he locked it up and spun it going into one. Pretty single file thus far. A little ride on. That was with the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. It looks like he's going to be running that second groove up in 1 and 2. So loose position there to Josh McKinney. Looks like he's just painting that yellow line. Definitely have a mix of driving lines so far. 15's putting pressure on the 51. Ooh. 96 is saying, I'm coming. He's now putting pressure on Joe Turkel. Does he move him? Oh, look, he backed out of that one a little bit there. He had the nose in. We do have a new admin for this series full time, and that's I just blanked. Brewer, right? Yeah. So your IndyCar champion just said, he just isn't a big NASCAR. He's not a stock guy. So he stepped up into that old admin tower. So he's not going to have a lot of friends the next couple weeks. And I know your pain, because I've done that multiple times for series. Some people get really pissed off and just get mad at you, but they can suck. They can suck it. That's the best way to put it right there. 51 real wide there. Oh, it looks like the 15. Joe Turkel really scraped the wall, making his entry into 2, or into 3, I should say. Real short track. Time goes by pretty quick. I mean, we're running 22-second laps. Sean Langton is still in the 22s. Everybody else is firmly into the 23 seconds. I'm gonna go up here to spotter. Get a little bit higher vantage point here. Here's your leader. He's going to be coming out of 4. And in second place, you saw him right there. Dylan Bryant just now hitting the stripe. He's about 2.5. 2. Looks like his entry's a little bit deeper than Sean's. Sean gets a big drive off. And then back here, you see in third is the 25 of Larry Dickerson. He's starting to get some pressure from Ross Phillips. Hell, even Brian Edwards is getting involved here. Let's keep it on this battle here for a little bit and see what happens. Maybe the 3 of Brian Edwards will dive it in there. See if he can't make something work. Looks like he's kind of gonna chill behind the 1. See some pressure back here. Joe Turkel, Josh McKinney, running pretty close. Maybe Josh McKinney has something to say about it as well. see where the 16 way back here. Moving and grooving. 15 seconds behind the leader. Leader just now hit the line. See if he can't get up there and try to get up here with these boys. Thad Miller and Brian Hennings get involved in this little pack. It's got Jamie Griffin yet again in the Captain Crunch machine. He's got a little scrapage right there on that inside. Maybe a little contact that I didn't see earlier. I think the 25's got more pressure again from the one of Ross Phillips. These guys are about 5 seconds back of the leaders. Starting to wonder if he was going to move him. Try to take that third position away. It looks like he's going to keep riding. 51 Morgan Cook, last week's winner at Daytona. Brian Edwards is now starting to get a little pressure from behind from that from the 96 of Joshua McKinney. 96 is going to stuff it down in there. He'll take that position away, so that'll move him up to 5th. Oh. Heard someone hit the wall again. Wow, they keep saying this is exciting. Here we are. Now, I think when it comes down to it, the earlier in the race we are, in this set of tires, I don't think people are going to be that aggressive. But come later in the race and you're in my way, I think you're going to get moved. Oh, 96. Big slide off of 4. What if those tires are starting to get a little cooked? Since his spin in the middle of 1 and 2. Put a lot of wheel in that. We're right on with him. Big slide on entry. Puts a lot of wheel into it to get that sucker turned and go in the right direction. Look at all that wheel. Look at that. A lot of wheel around here. Looks like the one's getting closer and closer. Oh, looks like he's gonna tap the 25, send him around. Caution's gonna come out. Yeah, I saw that one brewing. Clicked on the wrong person. Just come on up in here and yep, see ya. Gotta wonder if he was just getting tired of falling behind him and finally said, you know what, you cut my nose off again, I'm just gonna send you. Pit lane looks a little busy. 77, the 1, the 15, 58, 3, and 78. Looks like they all came on the pit road to take some tires. So that's set 1. Go and check that off that list. 42 of 150 completed. I think the 7 stayed out. He'll continue to run the lead. You know what? I think my internet just blinked out, boys. We'll make sure everything's right. Oh, give me a second to figure this out. You're watching Vector Sim Racing Lead from USA, race 2 of 14 on season 1 of the Truck Series. We'll be right back after this break. Get that mic turned up a little bit. Had to go back and watch and make sure everything was good. Looks like we lost, I don't know, 1 lap of pacing with that little glitch we had there, but who cares? We're going back green. Sean Langton's going to leave him down into 1 with 18 of Dylan Bryant right behind him again. They're on old tires. 96 is on old tires as well. I think the 77 of Garrett Humble. And we're wrecking again. Saw the 3 was turned around. I can only assume. Ah, man, they just made solid contact. Ooh, everybody made really good presents to get away and avoid that, because that could have been way worse. Hit it with the chase. See the 15 dive it deep in there. Now I kind of want to watch the 15 do it. See if you come off that bottom at all. Might get a better angle from this chopper view. 15 goes down, goes to the bottom, slides up just a little bit, and that a little bit of contact there spun him out, sent him around. You know, let's actually look at the schedule. Because I think Garrett announced we are going to have a throwback race. I don't remember where he put it for me to confirm. Damn it. Oh, yeah. The throwback race will be for Nashville. So, you see that. Nashville, October 10th. That'll be the throwback race on the season for all these drivers to have their opportunity to showcase their throwback scheme cars. 77 was a great jump there. Robin is racing. Seems to... Did I just speak that into existence? I think so. Let's see if he ran out of talent or... Nice. That seemed pretty obvious to me. One overdrove the hell out of that corner. Check out the 16. So guess what? We're going back to pacing. 53 of 150 completed. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I can get my damn thing to work. I'm gonna hit this. Still pacing. Woo, I love pacing. 4 cautions, 17 laps thus far in this race, which means they're only going to get more as we keep pacing for this caution alone. 15 is going to come to pit road. Looks like he's the only taker this time. He might sit on there and try to get some of that damage fixed on the outside. 16 is not too bad with it being a short track. Well, 1 lap. Here comes the 7. Continuing to dominate this race. 18 got a really good jump there, though. See if he can't take advantage of this one. Does he dive it in? Right behind him, nice and tight. He does not. Kind of lets him have that corner. 7 still rolling. 18 rolling. 25, 51, 77. They're all rolling on the same set of tires. And the caution's out again. What the hell is it for this time? 78 is now barely rolling. I got way too far in there. Oh, 78 got real loose on entry. See the 3's behind him. Oh, I think the 78 came up track a little too much there. Oh, netcode. I can tell you that right now, that's netcode. See if I can see a gap in this sucker. Yep. See that? Never touched. Already sending him around. Pretty big impact. And we're pacing again for the 5th time tonight. 22 laps. Wonder how mad some of these people are getting. But anyway, 60 of 150. I'm actually gonna throw it to a break right here. You're watching Vector Sim Racing League from USA International Short Track Racing, Race 2 of the Truck Series. Sean Langton, feel like a broken record. Sean Langton's going to lead him off into one with Dylan Bryant right behind him again. Did they wreck again? Jesus Christ almighty. It just looked like a jumbled up mess to me there. You know, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm struggling broadcasting this because I am having some... I don't know, there's something wrong with my connection up to YouTube. Like earlier, it just cut me out. So there's a gap in coverage. So I'm just really confused. I'm trying to do multiple things at once while broadcasting as well, and it is very difficult. So, looks like the 74 received a penalty here. He's going to go to the back of the longest line. Most exciting spectator. Shit. Spotter. Chat disconnected. Please wait. Okay. I'm struggling. And now it's saying 15 minutes ago I went live. I think I've been live longer than that. Alright. I'm going to put this on a little bit of another commercial break while I figure this out. You're watching Vector's Vision live from the Real American 150 from USA International Speedway. Be right back. Speak that. See the threes behind them. Sorry about the lack of coverage. I'm actually still dealing with something. It's weird, but I'm still having a technical problem. So I'm gonna keep the stream up for y'all and give y'all some audio for the stream, but I'm still gonna unmute while I try to take care of this. Hopefully, it's only a couple more laps. I hope. So, hope you're enjoying the broadcast of the Vector Sim Racing Truck Series live from the Real American 150 from USA International Speedway. Thank you for bearing with me on this. we're gonna try this now. Okay, I hope hope there's still. I can't get the stream quality any better. I've tried. So it still looks kind of pixelated and fuzzy. But I'm actually gonna be here, I think, here on out to the end, and hopefully we can get all this coverage down to the end for you as we come. 67 laps to go. Sean Langton's still your leader in a dominant fashion. I think he's led every single lap tonight. Dylan Bryant's been in his footsteps though, in his tire tracks most of the night. Morgan Cook in the 51, last week's winner. Looks like he slid up there and. All right, I don't know what just happened. There we go. 51. He's about 2.5 seconds back. And it looks like Dylan's really gonna start to put some pressure on him here. Maybe Dylan's got a better long run car if they can stay green for a long, long time. They're about 85 laps in on this set of tires, so I have 2 sets for the second half of this race. I see the 7's really sliding in there on entry. Let's see what the 18's doing. Get a little onboard action here. See sliding in the corner. Looks like wasn't the best 3 and 4 there for him. 7 really sliding into 1 and 2 though. That's where 18's better. See if I can't see what the 7. The 7 really whipping it in here. Yeah, he's really sliding. His tires are well worn. So he's probably looking for a set of tires now. $7.18 way out front. Like I said, you have Morgan Cook behind them in third. 25, he had to spin earlier in the race. He's back there with the 3, kind of hounding on him. 4th and 5th place there. 3 of Brian Edwards. 5 of Jamie Griffin. Right here in 6th. He seems to be in good shape as well. The 96. Actually, the 96 got passed by the 7 that last lap. So this is 96, 77. I think Garrett. Yeah, Garrett has not taken tires yet, so they're gonna slide around the 74 here and keep him a lap down. 77 is shown, or the 74 is shown as a single lap down. Joe Turkle on the 1. He's 3 laps down. I think he may have ended his night. Oh, no, he's back here. He's 2 laps down. No, he's not. I don't know. Dude, this thing is all kinds of messed up. He's in 9th. He is 8 seconds behind. He's in this pack right here with Garrett Helmlinger. 77 has actually got some damage now. I didn't think he had it earlier. Did he have it this whole time? I think he did, so. One. So Garrett's in 9th. Thad Miller now up to 10th. Austin Livingston's 11th, and then you have those other 2 that are a lap down. And then the 15 has called it a night. 15 of Joe Turkle, who we saw last week, looked real good. And his night has come to an end. He's 6 laps back. Oh, and 18's really getting close to him now. I think the 7's probably begging for a caution to put on some fresh Goodyears inside. But I think the 18 is better than 1 and 2. 7 looks like he might be a little bit. Yeah, he's way better in 3 and 4. Look at that drive off. But he's just wicked loose getting into 1 and 2. 18's all over his bumper. Looks like he might bump him on exit. Oh, looks like we're going to have a pass for the lead here. At least an attempt. Dylan Bryant really trying to get this car rotated through the center. He's going to make the pass for the lead here, but if it can clear it. Ooh. Looks like the 7 cut him a break there. New leader, the 18 of Dylan Bryant, with 55 laps to go. Coming up on some lap traffic. And with them running side by side, you actually see the 51, Morgan Cook. He's going to reel him in a little bit more, too. He's now only about a second behind these guys. Second and a half. Now, remember, these guys had to pit for some tires, I do believe. I'm not seeing a lot of people that have pitted. The 1, the 3, and the 5 have pitted for tires. And the 58 and the 16. Everybody else is on old tires. $16 in front of them. See if he makes it easy for him, if he's going to fight hard to try to stay on the lead lap in case there's a caution that comes out any moment here. Looks like the 51 may have taken care of his tires a little bit better than the 7. Taken better care of his tires. 16 gets way out of the way for them. Nice respectful move there to let them cruise on by. You see Morgan's going to put a little bit more pressure on Sean Langdon here. Go to the 51. Get some on board with him. See what he's doing. See how he's feeling. Yeah, you can see, just chilling here, you can see the struggle that Sean is having in front of him. Looks like he got a little loose off exit there. Morgan decides to eat out of it. Oh, he's going to come to pit road for some tires. So he's going to be the first one to take the bait. 48 laps to go. This will put him about 2 laps down. He'll have the freshest tires on track, so it just depends. Does this bring the 18 to pit road? It does not. It does bring the 77 to pit road. You see that? And the 74. So here they all come. It just took one to do it. We're cut about 14 seconds. Pretty good pit stop. Oh, I was trying to get 18 stays out, 7 stays out. I'm interested to see what this does for everybody. 25, 43, aka the 96 of Joshua McKinney. They're gonna go for it. Now here comes the 18. He's coming to pit road to put on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. And that's gonna leave the 7, who's probably been struggling the most so far. He's gonna stay out. I don't know if he'll play a game of chicken and try to stay out for a really long period of time, or if he's going to try to drive it on down to pit road now. Nope, he's going to come around for another lap. See the 5? He's also coming to pit road. What if Sean Langton's just trying to get as many laps led as possible to say he was dominant tonight in that Monster Energy Ford? He's coming to pit road now, though. He's way off pace. So he's about to stick them 4 fresh Goodyears on there. You see the 16 go around. So I think this will put the 1. The 1 will now be rocked around as the leader. The 1 has 67 laps, so he can run a little bit longer. These other guys had 108 laps on their tires. So I think the 1 can stay out here Well, hell, he might be able to make it to the end. Nah, it's about 110 laps. I don't think he can do it. The best shape might be the... I'm trying to figure out who might be in the best shape. I think Dylan Bryan is... Yep, 18. He's gone around the 7. Here comes the 1 now. He's going to put some tires on there. He's got everybody trapped about a lap down, but you're going to lose about 2 laps staying out as long as he did. Let's see if we can see the 18. There's the 18. And right behind him is the 51 Morgan Cook. And just so you can see how bad this hurt the 7. Well, maybe. I'm trying to figure all this shit out myself. He's about 2.5 seconds behind the guys in front of him. So new leader. Now the 3, who's on 70 lap old tires. He comes to pit road. So I should give the lead now to the 58. And that being Thad Miller. Thad Miller. He's going to let the 5 go around him. Got them fresh tires on there. So new leader, 58 Thad Miller. He's got... Well, this thing's all kinds of bugged out right now. So let's get this thing caught up here. $16 come to pit road as well. Alright, so the 58, it's still not working. There it goes. 3 seconds behind him is the 18. He might be trying to see this one to the end on an old set of tires and see if he can't screw around with some people. Screw around with some people's strategy. I have a feeling the 18 is going to pass him in about now. I'll probably get him here. 58 not giving up much of a fight for that position. That'll throw the 18 around for the lead. And Dylan Bryan is the fastest on track. Best lap of the race as well. No, it does not. That still belongs to the 7 of Sean Langdon. $51 looks like he's struggling to get. Like I was saying, I'm muted so I could not make ugly sounds on mic. 51 was struggling to pass the 58. So that actually... Good night. That actually backed him up a little bit. So he lost about a second there to the 18 being Dylan. Ow. Let's get some exciting action going on here. Like the 43-20. 96-25. Larry Dickerson. Josh McKinney. Dueling it out here. Middle 3 and 4. '96 crawls up just a little bit to kind of use that momentum. Since the 25 will have the speed off the corner. I'll tell you what, Larry Dickerson's done a pretty damn good job tonight racing that highlight. Ooh, he's whipping it. Woo-wee! Man, we can go back and watch it, but I can tell you what happened. 25 got loose off the exit and just made the ever living little bit of contact there. Let's get this chase cam. Actually, we'll get that cockpit view. See that wheel and then net code. I can't even speak. Just the smallest amount of contact with the net code is going to get you these cautions like that. So this changes everything. I see the 58 and the 77 coming down pit road. Gary Hamlin might be saying, screw it, give me these fresh tires. He's only had about 21 laps on them. He can keep them though on pit road, and he'll put these scuffs on. See if he takes tires. Yep, he's going to take 4 fresh tires. I think I like that strap. Change it up since you're not as quick as everybody else. Well, we're going to take a break yet again. You are watching Vector Sim Racing. Vector's Vision. Coverage of the Real American 150 live from USA International. About 27 laps to go. Under caution for the 7th time tonight. Alright, pace car's off. Kind of weird start. 24 laps to go. 51 got a little high off the corner there on that start. I don't think he knew how much. So the 7's going to go around him. Oh, 96 driving there deep, sliding it around. This could be a good angle to see how much they dive it into that corner. I think Garrett Helmlinger here will be going go, 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 go. See the 3 in front of him, Brian Edwards, currently sitting in 5th. About a second. 2 seconds back now. Now 1, Ross Phillips, who was winning the race earlier, sitting back in 4th. 51 lost a position on that restart. He's sitting 3rd. 7, Sean Langton's up there, right where he wants to be. Looks like the 77 moved the 3. You gotta try to slide up underneath him. Looks like he'll take 5th away from the 3 of Brian Edwards. I believe. Yep, there they go. Crazy. 20 lap different tires. This much of a difference thus far. Really diving it in there. Probably a good strategy. Come on. Switch cameras. Ain't nothing more exciting than this. Alright, whatever. Here's the 3. Brian Edwards. Moving and grooving. Sitting at 6 now. At the 96. Joshua McKinney. He's had an up and down night. Including the 25 behind him. I've seen him go around 2 times today. Still making his way up here in this top 8. Comes the leader to make it 17 laps to go. I think the only shot at a different type of winner would be that number 7, Sean Langton. Oh, I saw the 51 get big, wicked loose off of 2 or 4. Yeah, he's just hitting that apron a little too much there. I saw the 18 get a little bit of that outside wall coming to the stripe. Don't think it's going to do too much damage to him, though. Just trying to see if this 7 can reel him in. Here's your top 5. Pretty close. I think Garrett Helminger, who took the freshest tires, 16 laps now. I think they're about evened out with everybody else's. '51's really starting to put pressure on the back of that, the back of Sean Langton. He's trying to tell him, hey, I'm here. A little bump and run, maybe. Looks like Morgan loses him a little bit on exit. I think his entries are more smooth. Just doesn't carry as much speed out of the corner. But I tell you what, he's still there, and he's showing him, I'm here. Gordon Cook's trying to add on to that points lead he's got this year. If you're watching and you want to see the points, in the description, there's a little blue link. Click that link. Saw the 51. He made contact with that wall. Kind of kissed it. I don't think it was too crazy. He's just trying to wheel it to the end. I don't see these guys making much of a presence. I think the 7's gonna try. 8 laps to go from USA. And he really reeled him in that time by. He ran a 22.1. Dylan's running a 22.3. No, I read that wrong. 22.9 to a 22.8. It's not much, but it's better. He's wheeling it. Morgan Cook was the fastest on track that last time by. And it looks like Sean's running a little bit slower that time by. 6 laps to go from the Real American 150. And he's sliding off. I think he's starting to use his stuff more. Ran a 22.955 for the 3rd straight lap. Later ran a 22.945. Sean's really got to dig it in here if he can try. Run around the verge. Spinning out to carry as much speed out as a corner. 4 laps to go. And he really slid it up in that corner that time. Ran about 4 thousandths better. He lost a ton of speed there. 3 laps to go. Looks like Morgan Cook now wants to say something about taking second away from Sean. Heard the 18 hit the wall again. See how much speed that scraped off. Yeah, maybe the 74. One drives it in there, but it don't matter. We're gonna come up front. The 18 white flag is out from USA International. The tale of two halves. The 7 of Sean Langton dominant in about the first 100 laps. But the 18 of Dylan Bryant put pressure on him and took the lead with about 50 to go, and he never looked back. Dylan Bryant wins from USA International. Let's bring him up here now if I can get Discord up. He did not make it easy for me. So, move to the, there we go. Dylan Bryant. Adam Tips up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, a tale of two halves. You were running second behind Sean. Sean was really dominant the first about 100 laps, and then you took the lead, and you just never looked back. Man, what a dominant
Yeah.
performance.
Oh yeah, man. It was a good race. I knew that Sean was fast. I saved a lot of tire. I was trying to save a set of tires for the end of the race, which I had a set in the pit still, but um, I was just saving. You had to take care of not only your right front, but your right rear too. It was like tight end. If you miss your mark a little bit and you got off that line, it's just tight, and then you gotta wait on throttle, middle, wait on it still, get on it, and then you can actually mat it then on the straightaway. So it was just tire management. Um, I thought that Sean might have had me when Larry spun out and brought out that last caution. I was like, oh man, now the guy's behind me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I saw that netcode was a big problem tonight. You know, a lot of these incidents. There might have been a little help with network issues, and I think I experienced it because of that in the broadcast booth. A little confusion a lot of times, but I mean, it just looked like your car was super smooth on entry compared to even Sean. It looks like Sean was a little bit more loose on entry, and I think you had him bested in 1 and 2, and he was a little bit better than you in 3 and 4. But hey, man, you overcame and you saw.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I knew when the sun was up, Sean was beating me center off. I just couldn't rotate it as good as him at first. But as soon as the sun went down, I could get back on the gas, and you know, it might will get a little bit loose. I'm sure on the broadcast you've seen the truck get loose a few times, and
Yeah.
you got to push it to that point, but not over it. And if you don't, well then the people behind you catch up to you. But it was an amazing race. So Sean Morgan, um, it, like everybody's fast up front and stuff, and it just took patience, a lot of focus, and that's something that I'm good at. I really didn't expect to win tonight because in practice I was I was a little bit off the pace. Qualifying, I started sixth and stuff, and you know, just making it through the field as fast as I did. Third place, and yeah, it was a shock, but I definitely worked hard for it, and I was patient. So I'm excited to get my first win in the VSRL Truck Series League.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations. Do you want anybody you want to thank or any shout out sponsors, anything like that?
Yeah, my teammate Larry Dickerson. We kind of talk about what steering ratio to use and brake bias and stuff. So if it weren't for having another truck out there on the track to kind of give you feedback from what his 20 laps was and stuff, you kind of can hit a good median. But tips you great broadcast. I will be watching this tonight here soon. I watched the Daytona. You do a fantastic job. Everybody that has anything to do with the VSRL league, Garrett, of course you, Adam. I don't know who else is over it, but I will figure that out. And but it's the thanks to everybody just for showing up, sticking on a good show. We had a good field of trucks tonight. I was expecting it to be like a less count because it's not a restrictor plate, but it was a great race. So
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations. Go live it up with your teammate down there.
oh
And
yeah, I tried.
yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Yes, sir. You too. Have a good night. Thank you.
And that was your first place. That was your winner of the Real Americans 150. Let's get up here and get your old second place finish up here. Sean, this is Adam up at the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Adam.
Well, unfortunately, I was telling Dylan this. There was the tale of two halves Unfortunately, yours was the first half where you were very dominant until the sun set, and it looked like you were just struggling a little bit to keep up with the changes. But you had a hell of a night. Most laps led by a lot, and you took it home second. So another great points night, man. How can you sum up your night?
Thanks. Yeah, I had my family home for watching. The truck was really good. The track was a little hotter, I felt like the tires were falling off a little bit, but I could just hold a good pace. And I just kept waiting, and we had those little stints of cautions. I wasn't sure whether to come at pit or not. I probably should have. But as soon as the sun went down, Dylan had a good truck, and yeah, 51 had a really good truck too. I just that last little part there, the 51 was better than me, and I had descended in pretty deep in the last lap, so he couldn't get to my bumper.
Yeah, man. Well, you actually you didn't have any contact with anybody. Looked like you scraped the wall a couple times, but other than that, you had a hell of a night. Is there anything maybe you could have done a little bit differently to maybe have your truck perform a little bit better when the sun set?
I was messing with the brake bias, and I just couldn't find a little happy zone there to get in the corner. I just think that I was just trying to run my line that I was running earlier, and I didn't adapt. I kind of like a more slick track, and I think when it tightened up, it didn't really suit my driving style. But it was fun, good battle, good win to Dylan there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, congratulations on a podium finish. Great points night. I'm sure Garrett will throw them points out here eventually if he ever gets to it. But you have anybody you want to thank or any sponsors, anything like that?
Just thank these guys for coming out. Looking forward to the road course next week. I enjoy road courses, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations again. Uh, hope you have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Let's get little old Morgan Cook up here. Morgan, Adam, up in the broadcast booth, man. I'll tell you what, I had a hell of a night. You know, the broadcast was bugging out on me. Internet was being stupid when it came to the server. So there was, the net code. I saw y'all had some net codes out there, so I was like, well. But man, you had a very up and down night, didn't you? You started fifth, then you shot up there. You ran second. I thought maybe you were going to contend for the lead for a little bit, but overall you had to settle for third, which is still a great points night since you won last week to add some more points to that point lead you have. So what all could you have done differently possibly to put that sucker in victory lane?
Well, I'll take it back to the pit stop. Everything before the pit stop went pretty much exactly as I planned. Just hang on. I wasn't going to pit until I was going to run the fuel out. So just run it until the fuel went out. And I was catching the leaders. And I got to them. And then I pitted a lap early, or 2 laps early. I don't know when they pit. But I came out ahead of both of them by a fair bit. And I got stuck behind a lap car. And I was there for 4 or 5 laps and lost a crazy amount of time. I was 0.3 a lap faster when I finally passed the guy around the top. And then was just riding, saw the 18 coming, thought there's still 50 laps left, 60 laps left. Gonna have to save the tires a little bit. He got by me. Then there was that restart, which I am abysmal at restarts. I spun the tires every time and ended up falling back to third and hung right with the 7 that whole last run. And if I could have got by him, I probably could have got the 18, but I just could not get by the 7. I didn't want to move him. The calls were pretty cut and dry tonight. Anytime you hit somebody and cause them to spin, you were going to the back, and I was not going to the back running third. So that's what I saw.
Yeah, man. Well, I just lost all train of thought. I was looking at something Garrett said, so that happens to me. I'm about shot out by this whole thing's been kind of a fiasco. I'm sure it'll turn out a lot better, but I saw a couple times where did you see any of I know you said the penalties were pretty cut and dry. You get sent to the back automatically,
Right.
But could you tell there was a connection issue at all with the server? Anything like that?
The guys behind me kept telling me, nice bounce off the wall, and I was like, no, I was 5 feet from it. What are you talking about? And they're like, the sparks say otherwise. like, oh, so that kind of clued me that there was something going on. But yeah, I didn't really see much of an issue from my seat in terms of netcode. Really good, close racing between us top 5 guys.
Yeah, it was a great night. Well, man, you have anybody you wanna thank, any sponsors, anything like that?
Well, I got to thank Team Orange Speed. Ryan, team principal, couldn't make it tonight. Garrett for hosting the league, you for broadcasting it, everyone for racing clean out there, everyone who showed up, and everyone who's watching on the stream right now. Yeah, this was a fun one. Those last, I don't know what it was, 50 laps right after that restart. Those are the hardest, I wouldn't say cleanest, but the hardest laps I've ever driven without wrecking at a place, and I only hit the wall once, so that was a good time.
And that was a big difference from last week, huh? Pushing each other around, and now it's just like, all right, try not to make contact, just try to pass them, and it's so much braking, so.
Yeah, other than getting driven into the back of on the opening lap, and hitting the wall 10 to go, I didn't touch a thing.
Yeah, well, man, congrats on another great points night. I know it's not a win, but more points helps.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man. Well,
all right, thanks, Adam.
Absolutely, man. Have a great rest of your night.
Yeah, you too.
What's up, bum? Slide up in here. I had a hell of a night.
Points. That was fun, man. I don't know what it was from your perspective, but those green flags runs, I don't know what it looked like, but we were driving the crap out of it.
See, it's weird because, like, I could change and look at y'all. If I got on board with y'all, it looked like a wicked time. But if you just watch it from, like, the spotter or any of, like, the TV mix, it just looks like you're turning it. I mean, what people say, you're driving in a circle. I mean, I tried to point it out, but there was a couple times. It was so weird.
That was hard.
The chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. And then there's like 30 seconds where it's just gone in the middle of the stream. I don't know what happened. Something between. But
Dope.
There was connectivity type weird issues with the server, right? Because I saw a ton.
Not really.
No, there was netcode like shit ton.
Oh yeah, there was a couple netcodes.
Like pretty bad. And then like Morgan said that he hit the wall, or that everyone else said he hit the wall. And he goes, I was like 5 feet from it. So I think it's just one of them weird deals.
The one time that I almost got into the wall, I saved it, ended up killing somebody down the front stretch.
Man, it was a good race though.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Cool.
Still live. I'm trying.
Thank you everybody for watching. If you get to this point,
If I can get the damn.
really helps us out.
Did you already put the?
Standings are updated. The playoff standings are not.
Oh, that's more work.
I can give you one standings update. Dylan Bryan's in the playoffs.
That's true. Winning, you're in, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me move this some bitch over here. Oh, here I am cursing. Dylan Bryant locked in. Well, I thought Morgan Cook would have kept his points, but
What do you mean?
Morgan won last week. What did Dylan finish?
Dylan got more points. The standings is based on points. So if the point leader is somebody who hasn't won, the point leader automatically is above everybody else. It goes point leader and then winners.
What are the bonus points? Huh?
You get 1 point for leading a lap. You get 3 points for finishing with 0x. You get 2 points for leading the most laps. You get 1 point for pole and 5 points for winning the race.
Okay, that's why I don't know anything. Oh, it helps when I actually unmark this. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. There we go. It's probably not going to show up worth a crap on this stupid stream. Yep, there you go. There's your points. Dylan Bryant takes the lead now. He's got a win. He's in. Morgan Cook, he won last week at Daytona. He got a win. He's in. Well, than that, it's pretty even.
Can be a good championship fight, especially with going to a road course and a dirt track back to back.
Hell, even like Austin has a chance.
Yeah.
And he's sitting in 12th. Basically, everybody 14th up has a chance. If you missed a race, you're kind of host.
Yeah. And then you win, and then you're good.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna start wrapping this sucker up. Let me put this schedule back on here. So the thing with the VSR Outlook, race 1 of 10 / Daytona. Well, obviously, I'm gonna update that for y'all next week. And then next week, September 19th. That's next Monday. Garrett, we're getting tired of driving left, aren't we?
Uh-huh. At least for a week we are. Everybody here gonna have to learn to turn right and left.
And in a stock car, that's a whole different cup of tea when half these guys are from the IndyCar series. So next week, we're going to drive from, I'm pretty sure, right? This place is in Florida?
Florida.
We're going to drive from Florida on down to the old capital, Texas. Austin, the Circuit of the Americas, where you see F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR take place. Well, guess what? We're going to do some road course racing. So that'll throw another wrinkle into this thing. We've had 3 different styles of racing. Short track racing, restrictor plate racing, now some road course racing. You sure did make it even for everybody to have a chance, if anybody has a certain forte.
Oh, yeah.
But for tonight, I should say, despite the whatever the heck I was dealing with, at least I got y'all some coverage for the most part. I know I went a little quiet there to get y'all going, but hope you enjoyed the race. It was another thriller, short track racing. It's where people get a little testy, but it seemed like everybody kept a cool head for the most part. Thank you so much for tuning in. From me, the broadcast booth, Garrett, the admin, everybody that participated tonight, we appreciate you all for watching. Until next week,